Here we are talking about the transparency and accountability of multinationals who are paying the taxes to our governments. And till now, we have only a few portion of total population who are giving taxes. You know, we have 160 million of people, and only around 2 million people are giving taxes. So there is a lots of options for bringing more people under the tax net. So whenever there is a debate actually in these governments and NGOs, that government are claiming that if you are not paying taxes, how we will provide services better because we have limited resources. On the other hand, the NGOs or the civil society perspective, we are telling, okay, why you are not giving us, though you are receiving almost, our tax GDP ratio is almost 10%. So you are getting resources from in the name of direct and indirect taxes, but what you are providing us in return, you should be very much transparent in your expenditure. He said really very well way that yes, there should be expenditure justice also. But besides this, there is a way for implementing this tax justice, and it will helpful for our own country, and not only for all the developing countries also, in gaining more and more resources, and which will ultimately help the country's development.
I have a question. Afroda did the research in Zimbabwe, and what came out of the research was that 60% of business in Zimbabwe is through the informal sector. And the question is, how then do we include the informal sector into the tax net?
Because yes, you have mentioned something very important, and the way that watchers can engage in these issues should be from the work that we really are doing at the local level. No? And many of us work on human rights, economic, social, and cultural rights, environmental rights. So we are perhaps not very used with these terms or exactly the way you are advocating on these issues, but if there is something already written or debated or discussed at the tax justice network, could be really helpful.
Often civil society also is protected in a way, because those who are part are, as some of you said already, they are in danger. It's not so easy for us in Germany, it's relatively easy, but our colleagues in Congo, for instance, in the Republic of Congo, they went into prison for making these things public. But if you are part of an international network, you are in a way protected. And therefore, it would be very useful to have a kind of EITI or publish what you pay, not only for the extractive sector, for the resource sector, but for the income, for the public budget, for the public finance in general. And social watch could play a role in this, and I appeal to all of us to become active and to really join forces.
Yeah, I have a experience to share. It is a bit difficult to talk about the tax justice in my country, like Bangladesh, India, and Nepal. But most of the people consider that this is the agenda from the northern countries and from the international NGOs, because our people consider that why I will pay the tax as government is overwhelming, adhering the policies of the international donors and giving very little services to the poor people. So the tax justice, quote unquote, is very much related to the expenditure justice.